Dum dum dum. Hello guys, episode 9 is up, so let's watch. First match against Burden. Won the first place. Cheltenham has a game in hand, but we know we'll be in that first place if we win, so let's start the match and see how we'll do today. Sayoko passes back to Ingham, but let's skip this part because it was rather boring. Parts, Milo, Chambers, and then in the 37th minute, an opportunity for Burden. Right wing, Taylor, ball up in front, and Ingham with a great save. Great save. And then the 61st minute, they're trying Burden, but I thought it was time for a substitute, and Azogwe was tired, so I brought on McLaughlin and Coulson for Chambers, who also was a little bit tired. So maybe they can change something to the match, because we really need to win this one. We're for Burton now. We're at Carzil with a good interception. McLaughlin with a rush. McLaughlin to Coulson. Coulson with a shot, and almost a save from the goalkeeper. 77 minute. Pass to Payne. Payne with the pass. Good pass. 1-0. Michael Coulson with the 1-0. Finally, 78th minute, we managed to get a goal. Michael Coulson with great work also from Tim Payne, who put that ball exactly right so Coulson could score. 1-0, so late, and it didn't happen that much this match, so we eventually won 1-0. And the transfer market is open, guys. Now we're talking. And we already have some transfer offers for Ashley Chambers, Fortuna Dusseldorf is willing to pay 200,000 for Chambers, but of course we want more than that. So let's see what will be a fair price. I'm thinking about maybe 750,000. That's a fair price for him. I don't want to sell him though, so if they really want him, they have to pay. And then Tim Payne, of course, we could have expected this, that they want Tim Payne. You can easily ask 1 million, but if you really want him, pay 1.5 million. So Leyton Orient is offering me a job, but of course I'm not interested in Leyton Orient, so fuck off, Leyton. The second match is against Chesterfield. We only have to play this match, and after that we finally are able to do some transfers and things like that, but we're not in that position that we can spend a lot of money. We don't have any money, or have any money to be able to sign a player. So first some players have to leave, and we'll see who we get. Roti plays today because Potts was a little bit tired, and still Cheltenham has one game in hand, and our goal difference is a little bit better, 3 goals. So let's go. Milo to Diakov. Diakov to Milo back. Then Milo. Good pass to Chambers. Chambers into the box. Chambers lost the shot, and oh my god. 4th minute, 1-0. Great goal from Ashley Chambers. And maybe this will high up his what he's worth. So we can maybe Fortuna Düsseldorf is willing to pay that much. 1-0 already, and then Payne, is he gonna score? Oh my god, look at that goal. Tim Payne with his 14th of the season, and great goal from him. This is also gonna boost up his what he's worth, but look at that goal. Boom! And it went in. 2-0 after 6 minutes. This luxury didn't have that before. And I'm Payne with the pass to Azogwe with a shot, and the ball went in, and I think it went in, but Royalty had to score, so he made his, I believe his 2nd of the season, 43rd minute, and we already can conclude that we have won this match. But still, you don't know what could happen. So Royalty scores. It's a simple goal. Good work by Azogwe though. And the second half, look at this moment. This moment was, I don't understand what happened. But I conceded a penalty. And it's up to Ingham to stop it, to show that he's worth it, and he did. Well, I did it, of course, but props go to him, right? Then the 77th minute, another strange happening. I got another penalty. I conceded another penalty, but if you look at that replay, well, usually when it's not a penalty they don't show a replay. I think that's how FIFA rolls. But they get a second penalty, and this time Whittaker doesn't hesitate and scores this really nice penalty. And it's only a goal for the stats because Chesterfield wasn't able to be a good opponent for us today. 3-1 victory. Disappointing that we didn't score any more goals, but yeah, if you don't create chances. Now we have some transfer offers. This time for Ingham, 25,000, but I'm not willing to sell him this season because I don't want to spend a lot of money on a good goalkeeper. Maybe next season. Then Chambers, Sheffield United, 200,000, 10,000, 210,000, I guess. No, I'll just reject that because that's not enough, and I don't think they have that much money that I'm expecting to get. Augsburg is now bidding 675,000. Well, I want more. I really want more. So I still keep hanging with that 1.5 million because I believe there will be a club that is willing to pay that. So let's just ask it and we'll see what they do with it, if they accept it or not. And they don't believe James is worth the money that I've asked, so well, then not Düsseldorf. If you don't want him, fuck off, okay? Payne, 600,000. Well, of course, that's what a strange sum that is, but that's not what I want, so please go away. Then Augsburg again, 700,000 now. Of course, reject, because that's not what we want. Now I'm just gonna keep him. If you're not willing to pay that amount of money, Colchester also reject. I want my money, man. But then, Fortuna Düsseldorf 800,000. And at this moment I was starting to think about it, and maybe I should ask for a little bit less, around 1 million. And I think Fortuna Düsseldorf is able to pay that. So now Sheffield comes with a bid, but I'm not going to sell it to them, paying to you, Sheffield, so fuck off please. And then they've accepted it, 1 million euros for Tim Payne, our top scorer. Then we received a bid on Ingham, but I rejected it because of course I want to keep my goalkeeper for now. But we've sold Tim Payne for 1 million. That's sick. We find 850,000 to our transfer budget, so now we finally are able to make some moves on the transfer window and see who we can maybe get a bit new players. I really want maybe 2 to 3 players if that's possible, so I'm gonna loan out McGrady because, well, I'm not using him, and look at that stats, that's horrible. Well, McGrady's loan got some wage being covered, so I can use that to for the new players that I want. And let's have a look at the short list. And Dory is an option, but I think this guy is the one. Look at that acceleration, sprint speed, balance, agility. He hasn't that much stamina and strength though, but look at that. I think I'm gonna buy him. Only 475,000, so well, we have to make a great offer in order to get him, so I have to bid a little bit more, maybe 100 to 200,000 more. Well, yeah, maybe I'm gonna get a player with it. Maybe I'm gonna give him a player that I want to get rid of. So gonna bid 100,000 less, and let's see who we can give. Doby is a good option, so let's give Doby. Oh wait, I'm gonna first lower the bid a little bit. 500,000 and Doby. I think that's a good offer. Let's see what they'll do with that. And Berisha is also a very good option for the striker position. And yes, good overall stats, good agility, so that's always nice to have a player. And his contract is only for 6 months, so I think they're willing to sell him because then they will receive some money, and if he doesn't sign a new contract he'll walk out the door, walk out for free. So I think this is also a good offer for him. We'll now just have to wait and see what they'll do with that. Gonna see, of course, gonna see that in the next episode. We now have received a transfer offer for Jamal Fifield. I'm gonna sell him, and then I have a little bit more transfer budget to sign Berisha. So I want to thank you guys for watching episode 9. See you next time.